Hi, I'm Niall from Gulfstream Boat Sales. Today we are taking a look around this 2021 Bayliner VR5 Bayraider. We have already shot a sea trial video of this boat and it's live on the YouTube channel and on our website at the moment. And now we're just doing the showroom tour to show you all the features inside it, the condition that it's in, which is basically like brand new, and hopefully help you to figure out whether it might be the right boat for you. So this Bayliner VR5 is a lovely spec example. It's a 20-foot, 5-inch long Bayraider with a nice integrated extended twin platform with the transom. Got a great spec with the wakeboard tower that doubles up as a bimini frame. It has an electric anchor windlass. This boat also has the Mercury glass dash system, so a full digital dashboard. And a few other nice bits and pieces inside it, teak table and things like that. So it is basically like a brand new boat. 2021. It has had 2 owners from new, and it has about 56 hours on the clock. It was originally UK supplied, so it's a UK VAT paid boat. And yeah, there's very little to distinguish this from a brand new example. The first thing that strikes you about these VR5s is the width of them. So they have this beam forward design, it's called. So it's an 8-foot wide boat, and the beam is carried all the way forward up into the bow area. So you get a huge big bow area on this boat. They're also much more substantial than like Bayraiders of old, you know, the 06, 07, 08 boats. They're a lot bigger, more, you know, it's a beefier boat. It's 1,500 kilos in weight. The gunnel is a lot higher, so it's a much deeper boat, much deeper V hull as well. It's a 20-degree dead rise at the transom, so they are a big solid boat. They feel very solid in the water. You feel very safe and secure whenever you're on board. But this one's in absolutely beautiful condition all the way around. So a nice chrome stainless steel rub rail. This is a big wide blue hull colour band. They actually call this whale blue, which is a bit of a terrible name if you ask me, but it's a really nice looking colour in person. And it has this nice sort of silverized grey band at the waterline. We've got our VR5 badges here, stainless steel cleats, beautiful anodized black windscreen surround that matches that anodized black wakeboard tower. This is a self-bailing boat as well, which is a big upgrade over the older Bayliner Bayraiders. None of those were self-bailing. So this is a self-bailing boat, which means if you get any water in the deck, it drains overboard. Much safer design, much more suitable if you're using the boat either in the sea or in bigger bodies of water. We get the raised Bayliner chrome badging. Coming all the way back on the port side, the condition is immaculate. All this nice silver and black pinstriping's perfect. Rub rail's perfect. And then this boat has the teak matte flooring throughout as well. So it's a nice sort of soft foam teak effect flooring that is very nice underfoot, and it also gives you good non-slip as well all the way through the boat. This particular example has only ever been used in fresh water. I mean, it's only had one season, literally one season's use, and it's only been used in fresh water. It has never been anti-fouled, so the hull bottom is still just as it came out of the wrapper last year, and absolutely no saltwater corrosion issues or anything like that. Just freshwater use, 56 hours, like I said, virtually like brand new, no marks or anything anywhere around it. This one has a nice stainless steel anchor roller with a 5-kilogram anchor on it and an electric anchor windlass. Again, that's something that's a big difference from the older boats. They didn't even sort of think about anchoring. They rarely had a cleat that was suitable even for tying an anchor off to. So the fact that they've actually got an electrically deployable anchor windlass and a nice big anchor roller is a great addition. So if you are either looking to, tie the boat up or drop the anchor for a picnic or something, it's easy to do that. Then down along the starboard side, also in immaculate condition. So we've plenty of cleats here: forward cleat, midships cleat, and stern cleat. Windscreen surround and everything's perfect on this side. All the badging looks the part. Another big deck scupper here where your water can bail overboard. You get your fuel fill point just there. Stern corner on the starboard side also in immaculate condition. The swim ladder is stows neatly underneath the platform. So it means that the swim platform is completely clear, so you don't have any hatches or anything like that. Swim ladder just stores in there. And it's a nice deep ladder, 4-step stainless steel ladder, giving you access up onto the full width swim platform. Taking a look below the waterline, you can see that nice deep V angle on the hull. So it's a 20 degrees V, which makes it incredibly competent in lumpier conditions. This boat is fitted with a Mercruiser 4.5 litre MPI 200 horsepower stern drive, and it's matched up to this Alpha 1 leg with a 3-blade prop. So prop size on this one is, what is that, 19, so it's a 19 pitch prop. We have, check out the water test footage and you'll see exactly how this boat performs with that engine drive and prop combination, but it's running beautifully, and obviously everything is like brand new. One tiny little nick out of the skeg there, but other than that, there's nothing to distinguish this from new. Perfect condition. Everything's nice and clean and tidy. D-rings for lashing the boat down onto the trailer. Everything looks smart. So stepping up on board then, we got a lovely layout in this thing, very configurable, very user-friendly. Nice L-shaped seating arrangement there. The full width sun lounger at the back. You can reconfigure that in a couple of different ways, which I'll show you in a minute. We've got the removable teak table. They really make the most of the available space. And that's really helped by the beam, that 8-foot beam. Makes it feel like a much bigger boat whenever you're on board. But anyway, nice clear swim platform. You can step off and on easily from either side. We've got these nice chrome engine vents across the stern. We've got a central ski tow eye here if you want to use your low level ski tow point. You've also got a ski tow point at the top of the tower there as well. Nice stainless steel hinges and things. Integrated handrail here for helping yourself out of the water if you're using the ladder. We have this full width sun lounger, and you can either set that up as a sun lounger. So this cushion here is removable, and then underneath you've got molded non-skid decking. So if you want to just take that cushion off and leave that there, you can do. Alternatively, you can flip the whole thing open like this, and we've got a lovely walkthrough into the cockpit, so you're not having to step on any cushions or anything. You're not having to climb over people. A nice dedicated transom walkthrough. There's also storage in underneath here. So a nice lined and drained storage locker there. You can also set this up then as a sun pad. So that goes like that goes like that, and you've got a full width transom sun lounger. And obviously the condition's beautiful. Lovely upholstery color. Nice white and sort of taupe upholstery. Matches the teak deck lovely. Matches that nice blue hull color band as well. So there you go. You can pop that back there to secure it. So you got nice setup here at the transom and 2 easy steps down into the cockpit. Now once we're in the cockpit, because it does have the high gunnel on it and the low set floor, because it is a much more substantial boat, you feel very safe and secure sitting in here. Seats are set nice and low. Backrests come up to almost shoulder height. There's big wide seat bases as well, so it's a lovely boat for just lounging around on. You'll easily sit 4 adults around this table. You can rotate the helm seat as well, so you have another passenger sitting around the table. The boat is rated to carry up to 8 passengers plus gear, so a nice high capacity on it. Upholstery in here is all in lovely condition as well. And then there's a couple of things that you can do to sort of tweak it and adjust the layout as you need. So let's just walk you through those. So first of all, you've got this removable teak table. So it's got a little storage bag. It folds up like this, goes into the bag, and you can store it in your locker up on at the port side underneath the windscreen. Whenever the table's in use, you can fold it open like this so that everybody can reach it, even the helmsman, if the helmsman's sitting at the table as well. Beautiful condition, real teak, nice solid table, stainless steel hinges, and a good solid mount on it as well. So that table's great, and then you can pull it out of the way completely if you just want open deck space, if you're doing water sports or stuff like that. You've got kids climbing in and out of the boat. You got this L-shaped lounger seat then, all the way around the port side, and we have this configurable sort of passenger side seat. So you can have the backrest flip forward like this if you've got people sitting around the table. If you want to use it for a sun lounging area, you can pull it up, just a wee bit sticky, and then it folds down completely flat. And then you've also got this little upholstered pad here as well. So you've got a full width or full length sun lounger on the port side, as well as that stern sun lounger. Or you can flip the thing back and it works as a regular passenger side seat facing forward. So you can sit there looking through the screen facing forward. You got a stainless steel handrail here and a wee little cockpit sort of glove box area there. Lockable glove box, cup holder, all the usual bits and bobs, and a wee raised footrest as well. So nice clever layout, and there's a ton of storage underneath here as well. It's a big storage locker under there. We have another, just fold that down, storage bin underneath here, and that's where the covers are stored at the minute. And you've also got your battery isolator switch lives down in there, so you can turn your battery off and on quite easily whenever you get in and out of the boat. Another stainless steel handrail back there, all nice solid stainless steel fixtures and fittings in this boat. And here we have a third storage area, which is actually sort of billed on the brochures as an ice box, so you can fill that with ice. This is like an insulated lid, I think. It also drains as well, so you can use that as like a cool box, which is nice, big locker for that purpose as well. Onto the floor then, we have a traditional ski locker. Again, the entire cockpit is all laid in this teak matte flooring, so it really looks the part. Feels nice when you're walking around it. You got this huge big ski locker, fully lined in there. And it is massive. There's a wee clip there where you can put your table leg whenever you're storing the table, and it goes up all the way up forward. Even the finish inside these lockers, if you've ever had an older Bayliner or an older Bayliner of any brand for that matter, you'll know there's just generally sort of pretty raw looking fiberglass in there. It's maybe had a wee lick of flow coat or something just to tidy it up, but that's all properly finished off with nice smooth molding, so it's easy to keep clean, easy to wipe out, and easy to retrieve your gear that's stored in there. Moving further forward, with this big storage locker in here, and that's the bag for the table. And there's also a bimini boot there as well if you want to fold up the bimini top, but the table lives in that bag, and there's a dedicated spot to store that in there. Like, that's a huge big locker. You'll fit a whole bunch of other stuff in there as well. Got the helm station on the starboard side, which we'll take a look at in a wee minute. And moving further forward, you got this huge big bow seating area up forward, and again, because that beam is carried up to the very front of the boat, it's massively wide seating area up there. So at the moment we've got the filler cushion in, and we've got this little backrest in, which actually does a great job of blocking the wind. So if you are out on the boat, maybe it's a cooler morning or you're running late into the evening, you can, if you don't want to be bothered with putting the bow cover on, of course you can just pop on the bow cover, but if you don't want to be bothered with that, you can literally just pop in the filler cushions there and that wee backrest, and that stops the wind blowing through the boat. And you also get a wee bit of storage up in there as well, so that's a nice little feature if you want to just close up the bow. But similarly, and also if it is set up like this, you know, this is a full size sun lounging area up here, huge big area, easily 2 people will lie up there, no problem. But if you just want to use it as regular bow seating, just lift this backrest out of position. Again, you can store that either in the engine bay or in this cupboard here, or even underneath the seats actually for that matter, I think. And then this seat base lifts out of the way as well. And then you've got your conventional bow seating area up here. The teak matte flooring is continuing into the bow. You've got plenty of stainless steel handrails here, 2 stainless steel cup holders, and again, very nice and deep set bow seating. So I'm sitting up here, backrest comes up to a really good height, fully upholstered, handrails fall easily to hand, and just a nice comfortable bow area in like new condition. Storage underneath each of these cushions. We've got the cover support poles in there. There is in terms of covers with this boat, we have a bow cover, cockpit cover, and our bimini top as well. More storage underneath this side. And this is access into your anchor windlass, big chunky anchor windlass motor that you operate from a switch at the helm. Probably room for a bit of storage in there too if you want to pop a fender or 2 in there. And then that's your nice little anchor roller, navigation lights, a little small amount of non-skid. So if you are stepping off the bow, you get something to step on there. But yeah, beautiful bow area, and really makes the use of that beam that's carried all the way forward up here. This bimini top is integrated into the wakeboard tower. So this is a beautiful, like, anodized black aluminium wakeboard tower. It looks really smart, even with the bimini top off the boat. And it does fold, so you can pull the pin out here and it folds down, and this is your maximum height, which is just a smidge higher than the windscreen. So if you want to get this boat into the garage, it's easy to do that. You've also got a couple of positions on this bimini top, so if there's a wee slot here. It is, yeah. So you can actually pull that down like this on both sides. Say, you know, you just want to, yeah, I don't know, maybe the rain comes on or something, you want to try and keep it out of the boat, you can drop the bimini down like that. So it just comes down at a nice angle, and it'll probably shelter your rear seat passengers a bit. You obviously get a bit of shelter from the windscreen as well. Or if the sun's sort of lower in the sky, you can drop that down. But anyway, you've got two positions there on that bimini top, which is nice and neat. And you get the rear extension as well. You can take that bimini completely off the boat if you prefer, also, and just leave the wakeboard tower on there. So nice, clever arrangement. The helmsman then has this pedestal style seat with flip up bolster, and it's fully rotatable, so you can rotate it round if you're sitting at anchor having a picnic or something, and then you can lock it in position whenever you're underway. I did talk through this helm station fairly extensively on the Sea Trail video, which is on the website and the YouTube channel, so I'll not bother going through it all in a whole lot of detail again, but there's a couple of wee things I want to point out. So first of all, this is my seating position. My eye line is sort of just underneath the windscreen, but with the bolster flipped up, you're sitting looking clear over the top of the screen. So you get a nice comfortable position. You've got a 5-position tilt adjust on the steering wheel. Throttle and shift lever falls easily to hand. You've got this Jensen Bluetooth stereo, which is great, so you can connect that to your phone or your iPod or whatever. We've got switches for engine blower motor, bilge pump, accessory power, anchor windlass, anchor light on the top of the tower, running lights, the horn as well. Everything's working perfectly. But the big feature on this particular VR5 is this Simrad glass dash system. So I'm going to turn this on. I've no ignition keys in here at the minute. But this is a fantastic upgrade, and it's not available on all these boats. It was an upgrade. So it's a 9-inch glass dash, it's called. It gives you all your engine information. I think I did spend a good bit of time going through that on the Sea Trial, but it means that you don't have any traditional analog instruments. You just have that digital dash system, and because it's a Simrad, they're a commercial grade electronic supplier, or they are a commercial grade electronic supplier, and we've sold boats like 25 years old, 30 years old with Simrad systems that are still working as good as they were on day one. So there's every reason to believe that that thing is going to be a very reliable system. It's not as if Bayliner decided to come up with their own electronic system, you know, not having any experience of it. They've gone to a trusted manufacturer that knows what they're doing, and they're literally just interfacing with that unit, and it also then doubles up as your chart plotter, fish finder, all that sort of stuff. So that's fantastic. I really do like it, especially whenever you're buying a brand new boat or a nearly new boat. You want like little things like that that sets it apart from all the older stuff out there, you know. So between that and the Bluetooth stereo and the anchor windlass and everything else, a real nice modern dashboard. But as I said, I talk a lot more about that on the Sea Trail video, so if you haven't already seen that one, check that video out as well. Finally, up here you've got an audio input and a USB input for your stereo system. On this side connects up to that Jensen, so if you want to put an auxiliary input in there, you can. And you've got a 12-volt power socket over here, so you can charge your phone or iPod or whatever, iPad, and you've got a stainless steel cup holder there as well. Finally, we'll look at the engine access on the boat and take a look around the engine bay. So just lift this seat cushion out of the way. That's that insulated sort of top for the cool box. You just have to lift that out of the way. Make sure that this is folded up. And then this whole sun pad cushion lifts. Sorry, I tell you, you got to make sure that's folded down, not up. So you leave that one down. And then that whole cushion lifts up on a couple of gas struts, and you've got excellent access around this engine. So this is the latest generation Mercruiser 4.5L MPI multi-point fuel injection. It's 200 horsepower version. It is a fantastic engine. We've got closed cooling on it with a raw water heat exchanger, so it's those add a huge amount to the life of these engines. They last a hell of a lot longer than raw water cooled models. It has power steering or power trim reservoir down the rear corner, automatic fire extinguisher, automatic bilge pump down in there, so if any water does find its way down into the bilge, it'll pump out automatically. But you do have these big deck scuppers in the corners. There's one in there as well, I think, that the water drains overboard, but if you do get a bit in the bilge, it'll pump out automatically. All your service points are nice and handy. You've got all sort of convenient service information up forward here. and just an immaculate engine bay. Starts on the button, runs fantastically well, which we saw on our sea trail video. Down in this here compartment then, this is totally separate from the engine bay, so you can use this for storage. You do have your battery down in there, but there's a ton of room for storing dock lines, fenders, bulky gear, you know, life jackets and things like that as well. And everything obviously looks just like new. Nice bit of sound deadening on the top of the engine box as well. So there we go, like new, very well laid out, nice and easy to service, and a good, reliable, well-proven power plant. So there you go, that's our 2021 Bayliner VR5 by Ryder. The boat is like new condition-wise, with only 56 hours on the clock, and it has a fantastic spec level with that Mercury glass dash, digital dashboard system, the teak mat flooring, the electric anchor windlass, the wakeboard tower, the bimini top, the teak table. Just a really nice example of one of these VR5s. They're a very clever boat, fantastic layout inside, rated to carry up to 8 passengers plus gear. It is the kind of boat you can head away on for a full day's fun on the water, and you know, with safe in the knowledge that you're going to have zero problems with it being a brand new boat, still under manufacturer's warranty as well. So if you're interested in the boat, if you've got any questions about it, if you want to come and see it or arrange a sea trail or a survey, please don't hesitate to give us a shout by calling the number at the top of our webpage, or you can send me an email to sales@gulfstreamshop.com, or fill out the callback request form on this page of our site, and I will contact you at a time that's convenient. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it useful.